This is Kathleen. I'm back. This channel is called My Sewing Practice. So I am sewing my own wardrobe. It's a journey, as it is for all of us. And I just thought it might be helpful if you just saw my closet. So I made some video of my closet, and I'm going to cut to that in a little bit. And then I threw in a couple outfits. And do you hear the birds chirping? I mean, is someone ready for spring? It is me. Oh, I guess I've got glare on my glasses. Let me take those off. Okay, and then after that, because I am excited about spring, I went shopping. And so at the end of the video, I've got some shopping footage of early spring clothing. And if that doesn't interest you, obviously just don't watch it. There's nothing after it. So if we get to the shopping part and you're not interested, then you can just stop there. But thanks for coming, and I'm hoping that, you know, we're building a relationship, and part of the relationship is just kind of knowing where I'm coming from, so I explain a little bit of that. All right, let's just jump right into it. How I want to start this channel is I want you to see my closet. This is where, of course, the heart of where your wardrobe lives most of the time, except for the one piece you have on and a few in the laundry. And I have been evolving and getting to that point for a few years. There's a little bit of a backstory. I have moved a few times in the last 8 years. We moved 3 times in like 4 years, and then we've been in here for almost 5 years. And this is a mid-century house that's located in the Midwest United States. I live in Kentucky on the border of Indiana. It's that city that there's a horse race every year that's coming up. So I'm still wearing my winter wardrobe, so I'm going to show you that. The winter wardrobe usually starts in the fall, doesn't it? So some of my items are from then. And I did that everyday style capsule. I bought it for the fall, and that did have a good influence on it. I did not buy it for the winter. I didn't feel like I needed it for winter, but I look forward to doing it again in the spring and seeing what they have as ideas and color palette going forward in the spring. Okay, so let's show you the closet. Again, I'm in a mid-century house. I have mid-century size closets. It's about 4 feet wide. It did come with 2 rails, a front and a back, and I used it originally as off-season clothes in the back, but it just was too visually noisy for me. I'm one of those people that takes comfort and has less anxiety when things are not overly full. And I like some visual clarity and cleanness. If I have too much stuff, I just get a little bit anxious. So that's a little bit about the background, the backstory of this capsule. I've also had my colors done, but I'm not going to focus on that too much in this one. But we'll get back to that too. The closet's about 4 feet wide. And then on the right side is where I put my jewelry. And then on the top I have storage, and that's deliberately white containers, again, to just be soothing. And again, there's the overview. And what I've done is on the left side I have some scarves and then my bottoms. And directly after that, I have my lightweight tops progressing into my heavier tops, such as turtlenecks. And then after that, I have my outer layers like sweaters. And I do hang my sweaters because I use really wide hangers. And that's deliberate because I have found that the total amount of items I can get in my closet is around 33 or so, and then I like to have a little room to move the hangers, so I usually have about 30 items in my closet, and I'll give you a breakdown. I believe it's about 7 to 8 bottoms and about 7 to 8 outer layers, so the rest then is tops. And then here's just a couple outfits I have using my closets. They're very random that I just happen to have on and snap some pictures. They're not my favorites or unfavorites, but I try to use pretty much monochromatic so that things do play well together and coordinate, and I have a more cohesive look. But this one isn't. And this is me going to church one day. So I hope that interests you. I have on today a sweater that I just finished. I'm not a crocheter. I just decided I wanted something to do with my hands this winter, excuse me. And the Stitch Sisters, who doesn't love the Stitch Sisters, they had 2 videos about doing this sweater, and I don't think they ever finished up the episode 3, but it's the exact sweater that they suggested for a beginner, and I'm happy with it. I made it from the acrylic yarn they suggested. I just got a different colorway, and it is warm. So I'm glad I didn't finish the sleeves, because I figured I wouldn't want them for spring anyway. And I kind of thought this was some kind of look from the past, and I guess we're nodding to the past with our wardrobes these days. Another thing I wanted to tell you about is that there is a style video YouTube channel that I just found. It's called Guide to Your Style. And she's relatively new. I think she's gonna be big, and I like her a lot. One of the things she said is that coming up for this spring is there's going to be either crochet, or if you don't want to do crochet, a little bit of embroidery on your clothes, just like a garnish of those things. And so I want to somehow get that into my wardrobe a little bit. Yeah, she has nothing to do with sewing. She's just Guide to Your Style. But yeah, I've been finding her helpful. So on to the video regarding my shopping trip. Now, where I live, there's a department store called Von Maur. I had never heard of it till I moved here. So I don't know if it's a big chain, but think of a nice department store, nice. And what I really find charming about it is there's always a live grand piano playing in the background. So I do kind of focus in on that for just a little bit. I just find that just really, over the top, kind of fun. And then I also focused a little bit on these Eileen Fischer trousers. They're so much like the Eve trousers from Merchant and Mills that I've made several times. They're not dead on, but you could definitely modify. And Eileen Fischer charges $178 for hers. And so there's a time that we can save some money by sewing our wardrobe. Yeah, I always compare my clothes to more like the upper level of Von Maur rather than the sale rack at Walmart, and then I feel a little bit better about my sewing purchases. So I think that covers it. Yeah, so just watch the shopping video, and I hope you enjoy it. And the music stopped. I'm not really sure why, but I'll just talk to you a little bit. Yeah, I'm looking for something to anchor my bottom of my outfits with. Shoes. Next, I go to Anthropology. I love to get inspired there, but I've learned not to really buy there, except for my purse, which is adorable. Look at that fabric. Oof. Ruffles. I love the ruffles. And now I'm going to go down to H&M. I had to peek in the Lego store because with all the boys in my family, we have quite a Lego situation going on. As a matter of fact, the other side of my sewing room is a Lego studio. And then across from that is H&M. Shacket type things, quilted purses, a lot of wovens, right? They didn't seem to be bringing out their pretty colors yet. I think this is pre-spring. Cute little cardigan with a nice feel to it. I love the sleeves on that and the fabric. Look at the ruffle on that sweatshirt type situation. Isn't that cute? Monochromatic or the beiges don't scare me. I actually kind of like them. Okay, I think that's it. Well, thank you. See you soon.